Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. This time I got the 3.0, just got it. Paid a sweet little penny for it. I got the Envision, which is, they don't sell it no more, but it's a pretty sweet motor. If you Googled it and seen how the internals were, it's pretty sweet. I got the RE11 pipe. I got the Spectrum high voltage servos. LiPo 2-cell for the receiver. I don't know. Haven't ran it yet. Haven't even started it yet. I just charged up the starter box and the receiver pack, and then it started raining on me. So I'm pretty impressed with the quality of the kit, though, man. This 3.0 is a badass kit. I mean, even the squat blocks are aluminum in the kit. The shocks are just trick pieces. Oh man, I can't wait to get it out on the track. This thing's really gonna rip. I'm real excited about it. May have a lot of work setting it up, but it took me 2 days to put together. There was a couple little things initially out of the box that I had to kind of cut here, trim there, but other than that, I mean, a few simple tools and stuff like that. I mean, you shouldn't have any issues. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I got about, I don't know, 1,200 into the whole thing, and that's without buying a battery and a radio. But I got a 4PK. So, I mean, I got a 614 FS receiver, 4 PKS, high voltage servos. They're really fast. They're only $100 a piece. Got a good deal on them. I don't know. I'm pretty excited to run it. I can't wait to see how it runs. I've never ran one of these motors, but just by the outward looks of it, I took it apart and took the sleeve out of it and looked at the crankshaft, and it's really a trick piece. I mean, this Envision motor, I guess, comes out of Horizon Hobby, and it's got some kind of patented thing that I think Orion uses. It says CRF on it. I know Orion uses that CRF logo, but I'm just real impressed with the whole kit. I mean, it's top quality. The only thing I can tell you right now that I think is the stupidest thing that they've done was you cannot get this battery box lid off without me having to take off this linkage right here on the throttle. It's in the way and it will not come off because there's a tongue right here on the end. And you got to kind of like slip it in there, and you can't get it. So I had to chisel out or just cut out a little piece of my lid so I can stick this balance tap out so I can charge it without having to take the battery in and out. Other than that, I mean, the throttle and the brake servo motions are real smooth. They sweep good. They got good sweep to them. The steering, just your standard Losi steering. I mean, I didn't notice any real differences there. But then one thing I did notice, I don't think you can see it from here because it's so tucked in there, but it's got a 48 tooth spur gear, and it's lightened. It's a really trick piece. It's all billet. It's got holes all in it for the weight. It's made out of good quality materials. I mean, this whole buggy has just got great materials. I'll give it that. I mean, besides a few little hiccups that I noticed with just like little minor stuff. My camera's not acting right. I don't know. Like I said, it seems to be a kit like you used to buy kits back in the day where you had to actually work with it and trim here and cut here. I had to actually cut a couple of bolts down because they were too long. Like one of them was inside this tray when you bolt the servo tray, the receiver tray, and everything to the chassis. There was one bolt inside the battery pack compartment that went up too high and it would have poked your lipo. So, you know, like little stuff like that. A couple of the bolts were too long or too short, but I mean, this is a real kit like used to buy back in the day, in my opinion, before they started making RTRs and before Traxxas came around with all the ready-to-run stuff. And this is a kit. I mean, there's no doubt about it. There's going to be some trimming and some tweaking and some testing and some tuning, and it doesn't always work out the way it does in the book. But once you get it tweaked, I think it's going to be a great buggy for the bigger tracks. Unfortunately, I'm going to be running at a really small track, so I got the gear down. And I don't know, we're just going to have to go from there. I haven't started yet, haven't ran it yet, haven't done anything to it yet. I just got it assembled. It took me about, 10 hours. Put the whole thing together, just like 5 hours last night and 5 hours today. Other than that, I mean, I'm just really excited. Like I said, it was pretty expensive. I was surprised how much the kit was, but they're all about that much when you get them. So, I mean, I really wasn't surprised too much, but I was kind of wanting to get a better deal, and I really couldn't swing a deal with my local hobby shop. But there you have it. Here it is, Losi 3.0. I haven't seen many videos on YouTube yet, so hopefully this will be one of the first ones. I was excited to get it built so I get a video put up real quick, but the Losi RE11 pipe, the Envision 21R, high voltage servos from Spectrum, got the speed and the torque servo, 614FS receiver from Futaba, 2-cell receiver, O'Donnell, 4PK. Other than that, guys, it's all box stock. The only thing I changed was 40 in the front weight, 40 weight in the front, and 35 in the back. That's the only thing I did different from the kit spec. The kit wanted 30, but I'm going to be running on Blue Groove, so I'm not really worried about too many bumps. It's really smooth. These tires are just something I threw on there. I won't normally be running those unless it gets a little bit dusty and dried out, which it gets sometimes. But if it's nice and tacky, I'm going to be running the taper pins from Losi, the pink compound. So, if any questions or comments about how I put it together, I will tell you one thing, though. The throttle and brake servo linkage was pretty tricky to set up. It took a lot of finicking. That was probably what took me the longest, was to get the brakes and the throttle servo and everything lined up. All the linkages, the spacing and everything just right. I mean, it's not perfect yet, but I mean, it took me a while just to get it to where I could get it in the car, and it was, you know, at my expectations just to put it on the track. Other than that, you know, I can't really say much about it. It's just been a great kit. Only a couple little things here and there that I had to kind of fine tune, but that was kind of, I didn't really expect it because kits become so easy to work with nowadays, but you know, now that I've experienced this kit with this, you know, it was kind of expected. You know, it's a kit, it's a builder's kit. There's no doubt about it. One thing I did notice, it didn't come with a power switch, which I would think. So there's not one drop of electronics in this kit. You're gonna have to buy a power switch and a battery and servos and everything like that, obviously. But I thought it would at least came with a switch, and it didn't. So I had to run up to the hobby shop and buy a switch. But I don't know. Other than that, I mean, I might throw a couple more videos up here with me, maybe at the track or something like that in the pits or something. But anyway, you guys have a great holiday, Happy New Year, all that, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I'll see you guys around later. Check out my other videos. See ya.